Hello, I'm back. It's now 7:54 p.m. So I'm going to try to make this my last video of the night. I was going to do some more videos, but fake retarded TikTok moderators. I tried to do a second impersonation video and those bastards falsely accused me of hate speech and everything like that, and they removed the sound, and I know they weren't going to let me appeal the doggone video, so I just deleted it. So that pretty much had me upset and discouraged. And so and that made me mad because all the times I have reported the online perps for their stalking and harassment and bullying, and then I report it, and then they lie and say that there was no violation on the perps part. So here I'm innocently just, expressing myself, and then get falsely accused of hate speech for nothing. So that upset and discouraged me. And so TikTok, they lie and say that they crack down on bullying, but they encourage bullying. But then they shut down innocent people. So anyway, um well, I wrote one short story today, and I'm starting to feel weak and tired and sleepy. I was gonna take a nap earlier today, but I ended up, you know, not getting to fall in a deep sleep. And so I had the heat on 80 degrees, and it feels like it's been blowing out cold air. But the the weather today is seeming like as if it went up to like approximately 55, maybe 57 at the most. Um, but they say high 57, low 28 or something. So the temperature's gonna rise back up, and then I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do because I'm here until Thursday morning, and then Thursday night is supposed to be fine, but then Friday and all the way through next week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, I think Sunday they say it's not supposed to rain, but Friday and Saturday, and then next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever, it's supposed to be in the 70s and raining, and me not having a shelter overhead. So, um, before the situation with Trisha earlier this year, I was just barely making it, but I was getting support and help every week with that $365 with donations and stuff like that. You know. Now let me tell you what this one person did who claimed she was a targeted individual, but I really think she was a fake TI perp. Now, this is retarded what she did. So I said I needed help. Well, like I'll do another video and say, well, I need help with such and such more dollars in order to meet the 365 for the week at that motel that I can't go back there no more. And so she donated me $100, and then got hateful and blocked all contact with me, and then falsely accused me of being a scammer. They're like, oh, because how else were you able to get the money to pay for the hotel? I'm like, well, if you wouldn't have donated the $100, then I wouldn't have had enough money. So I mean, you donated, in which that helped me to finally meet the balance of the 365. So that really frustrated and confused me and wondered why would she do that? So at first she acted like she was like having like hardcore support for me. And she must have saw the smear campaigns about me in order to jump to that conclusion. So, I mean, I still would have been struggling and would have had to leave the motel at that time. But, when she donated the $100, that finalized the balance, of the 365. I guess I must have had 265 and then asked for 100. I mean, saying I need 100 more. And so she finalized that and then try to say, well, oh, well, if you oh, you're scamming people because how you had the money to get to stay another week. Well, you helped me finalize that balance. So I didn't know what the hell what was up with her. But anyway, so just about every week I had to it was a struggle after that workplace mobbed me off the temp service job. I had to ask for help every week. And I was getting support. Just it was a struggle, but I was getting support and help. And then after the situation with Trisha happened, and she smeared campaign and lied on me, after she was perping me, I remember I would never forget what she did. So after dealing with her, and she smeared campaign and lied on me in order to cover herself, then nobody wanted to help me, and I lost a lot of so-called TI friends. Well, I never really had any close TI friends anyway, but I lost everybody who I was in contact with, and so I ended up, I mean, it was a struggle even over the summer, hard to get support and help, and then ending up going like 2 and 3 weeks without getting to take a bath or a shower and having nowhere to go shower and stuff, and then get called nasty, funky, and dirty. So then, see, they making noise in the hallway. So, so I was getting help. I was getting help like every week, even if somebody would have swooped in at the last minute and then help me out. And unfortunately, this winter, I don't really have that fortune, to get to have help with staying off the streets with the hotel or motel room. And they said that this is supposed to be like 410 a week over here. And I hate that the only grocery store that they have over here is Dollar General, and their food is really not healthy. And earlier after like after I came back, it was close to noon, and I had two peanut butter sandwiches and two little small containers of that unsweetened applesauce, and that did me no good because I think that was that Peter Pan peanut butter. It didn't seem real, you know. And so, like other peanut butter or real peanut butter, I would feel satiated and full and held over for a long time. But I felt like as if I ate McDonald's, like as if I was hungry after 30 minutes, and it was a struggle to force myself to stretch it out and wait all the way until dinner time. Excuse me. So, I mean, I had two peanut butter sandwiches and then also two things of applesauce and was still hungry. And so I didn't eat lunch. And so then for dinner, I had, um, excuse me, for dinner, I had a lemon pepper tuna sandwich and a bag of chips and two Klondike bars. I would have had one, but two reasons. More with the Klondike bars, I would have eaten just one, but um, well, if I gotta be back on the streets by Thursday, then I try to hurry up and eat them up so that they wouldn't go bad and I wouldn't have to waste them. So, and then number two, um, I was so hungry and there was nothing else really to eat that I mean, me having to have a second one in order to feel satiated and full, and held over. But it feels like the only possible thing that was healthy was the physical tuna meat and the tuna meat, the tuna and the applesauce. But other than that, everything else was fake junk, you know. And so my body feels weird because of not having enough money or not getting to eat so nutritious. And so that's what make you hungrier, you know. Like at the moment, I'm kind of craving another bag of chips, but I wish I would have had some nutritious and real food to eat. I think I got the wrong kind of peanut butter, but I guess I got to just deal with it for the next couple of days and remember not to get that kind anymore. Because any other peanut butter, I mean, I don't know what's up with that peanut butter. I mean, the Peter Pan the roasted peanut butter and honey. It didn't seem like real peanut butter that's fill you up. So other peanut butter, it have you it sticks to your stomach and have you held over and satiated. So I mean I'm trying to not reach for another bag of chips to eat because I'm already unhealthy, but I feel like as if I'm starving. That's what happens when you eat the wrong kind of foods or junk food or whatever. Excuse me. And so I took the bentonite clay to detox my body because I know that that food was like junk and not healthy. And so I don't have that much money left, you know. And so excuse me. So when I was eating the Klondike bars, I don't know if a piece of my tooth had cracked some more or if that was another piece of mercury filling or a tooth. I mean mercury filling or my tooth or something hard and crunchy. And so I figured that it was a piece of my cracked tooth or could have been part of the mercury filling that I was didn't realize I was chewing on. And so the tooth with the abscess on it. And so and so yeah, I mean and it seems like what I had today I'm gonna end up having like for the next couple of more days, just peanut butter sandwich, tuna sandwich, and chips and Klondike bars um and some applesauce. So 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 one of the workers at the front desk, the new girl, She offered me some vegetable soup, and I was waiting around, but I don't know if she forgot or if she stood me up. But I trying to give her the benefit of the doubt and say, well, I don't think she stood me up. I think she probably forgot. So I did a few TikTok videos today, and I wrote the short story. I was gonna do some blogging, but I'm just gonna turn in for the night and rest myself. I was gonna do some more blogging and some more TikTok videos, but I'm just gonna rest and turn in for the night. And like I took a shower the day before yesterday, but I'm too depressed, like emotionally and mentally and psychologically depressed at the moment to take a shower tonight. So but yeah, it's really scary. Um I'm feeling anxiety about after Thursday having little to no money and then having to go back on the streets and having nowhere to go because it's supposed to be guaranteed, like having high chances of rain every day, and me having no shelter overhead and nowhere to go. And I got some other anxieties that I can't talk about because I don't want to give the perps ideas, but they probably already violated what my anxiety is, what I'm scared of. But when I was in a motel earlier this year and last year, I was trying to blog and write short stories. And I even tried TikTok, and it didn't work out. They booted me off within 4 days. And so, it seemed like they looked for any and every reason to try to stop me from getting the opportunity. I mean, they tanked my good standing with my accounts on purpose so that they can falsely make like, oh, you violated community guidelines, so therefore you're not eligible to get monetized. Like if you stand for the truth, you violating the community guidelines. But people, and when it comes to mindless foolishness, that's what gets likes, views, and whatever else. And so nobody wants to hear the truth. So like the fakest people get the most popular. So oh, my left side of my neck is hurting. Oh, and speaking of that, last night I felt like they were hitting me in my legs with the directed energy weapons. My legs and feet, they were um hitting me with the weapons. And then this morning, my my hips were hurting so bad that it was difficult to walk, and I started to cry, almost started to cry, that I temporarily felt like I needed a wheelchair. And so also all night last night and all day today, they've been hurting my right hip, pain in my right hip that shoot down past my knee, and what feels somewhat like sciatica pain, but I know it's not sciatica, it's them doing that. And I got this pain on my left side of my neck. So and they've been kind of mildly trying to attack my chest and my heart with the weapons too. I'm trying to think of what else energy weapon attacks that they try to do. But so I'm also feeling very nervous about Monday, this come next Monday. feeling very nervous and not ready and scared of what to expect. And after the Avis job, I got frustrated and said, I don't even want to deal with employment or work anymore. If I got to deal with this with every doggone job or being workplace mobbed or bullied off the job, and I'm freaking sick of it. So I'm being blocked from making a living from my writings. And then at the same time, hardly anybody want to help me with surviving. And so all these people get mad and talk about, oh, people, you shouldn't be begging and stuff, and you should just go get a job. But they don't want to wake up to the truth about workplace mobbing and being considered a quote unquote, enemy of the state or quote unquote terrorist or whatever, So I mean, I'm also pretty worried about my health, like scared about my health, and now I'm seeing that like my face looks fatter. I know I'm gaining weight, but that's because I don't have. I mean, last week, I think it was last week or the week before, I tried to make some effort to try to eat healthier with the little money that I did have, because like today I mean, I feel awkward not getting to have the convenience or the opportunity to like me having a diet void of fruits and vegetables and rice and pasta and the right kind of meats and stuff, living off of burgers, pizza, sausage, biscuits, pancakes, um, you know, and it's like me being wrongfully banned from this healthy place, that place. So it's really difficult, you know, to be homeless and then not have the money or the convenience to get to eat healthier. So but I guess I'm don't have much nothing else to say at the moment, and I hope y'all enjoyed that short story. The short story that I wrote. Um, I use examples of the stuff that I like when I go to Trader Joe's, which I haven't got to in a few years. But I never did with the guy in the character in that story what he did. With the all that kind of when he ate the Pop Tarts, then he ate dinner, and then he ate you know cereal later on. Maybe I did eat like that, but the online perps, they like to falsely accuse me of being greedy. I'm from New Orleans, so skinny or fat, cooking and food is in our blood. It's in our DNA. Now, the online perps, they want to try to make remarks about me gaining weight, while they're the ones ruining my life. But they didn't have any problem with my twin sister being obese and fat, and they didn't call her names. But she let them treat me a certain way, you know. So and that's what that lady on the bus about a few weeks ago, or a couple of weeks ago, she reminded me that my twin sister is cold hearted towards me because of that cult. And but with the foster mom brainwashed, she brainwashed us to be hateful and cold towards each other, and then turn around and condemn us for it. And then I realized that she taught us wrong, and I wanted to try to make amendments, but I don't know. But I'm in pain right now, and I know that my body is inflamed and I didn't get to eat healthy like I wish I could. I mean, I was craving that breakfast burrito from the Mexican restaurant, but I know if I would have gone there today, I wouldn't have had money for food tomorrow and Wednesday or Thursday or whatever. So, and it's no guarantee that anybody would donate or help me out. You know, and um, so I mean, oh wait, hold on. So I mean, it's very scary. I hate that I still feel hungry. I hate that I still feel hungry. And I know it's not going to do me any better to eat another bag of chips from out the snack machine, you know. But I was hoping that the short story would have been enough to earn me, you know, enough money for another meal or something like that. And I was doing like short stories and blogging earlier this year too, you know. So I hardly ever get really any compensation. I'm not saying I never did, but I'm saying it's very hard for me to get like compensation or donation or tips from my writing. But I have gotten it before, but it's not that much. But the donations I mainly get is from crying out for help, you know, and that's even hard. So thanks for listening to me. Hopefully, this is my last video tonight, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna try to not eat another bag of chips.